welcome back to the show, Tim Allen. It's lovely to see you.
It's nice to be here, but I wanted to sit here if I could.
You did?
No, it's just a little joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, no diarrhea for me, though, huh?
No. I'm happy to say I didn't have diarrhea.
Well, on Friday's show, I was watching just the sentence, that and Barbara, the same thing. I said that maybe it'd be nervous for me that perhaps that would be. Just thought Friday the show.
I know you for a long time. Why would I have diarrhea? I never met her, you know.
Well, maybe some intestinal problems anyway, you know.
Bloating.
Thank you.
There you go. I had a little bloating. Are you a Barbara fan yourself?
Yeah. But not to that degree. I'm more Clint Eastwood or Schwarzenegger, that sort of stuff.
Oh, really? Have you ever met them?
I met and embarrassed myself in front of both of them.
You did. What'd you do?
Well, Arnold, I can't stop doing this. How you doing? It's good to be here. So nice to have you. You work out a lot. And he's going, you're doing me right now. That's funny to you. But I can't stop it. I have to go to the bathroom now just to get away from you. And one night, the original night we did the pilot for Home Improvement, the star that actually was Pat's, the first actress they had playing Pat, they replaced her, unfortunately for her. She was Clint Eastwood's girlfriend at the time.
Right.
And so she said, let's all go out to dinner. She was, everybody get to know each other. And there was rumor on the set that she was Clint Eastwood's girlfriend. And we were, yeah, right. He would never go out to the Improv in Los Angeles. Right. He walks in to a club that's never been my best showcase club. And there's Clint Eastwood. I love that. Looking for Tim Allen. Boy, there's nothing quite like that. Everybody, yes, Mr. Eastwood. He's right over there. He sits down, and you're thinking, oh, the movies he's with and everything. I'm just hanging on every word he said.
Right.
He's a real pleasant man. And I said, do you want something to drink? I'll have an Amstel Light. And I had one just like that. I yelled, he's drinking what I'm drinking! Same thing!
I know.
I act like a goof.
Yeah.
I was a goof.
Wait, was he sweet about it?
He was real nice. He gave me some advice about the career and go slowly about it. This show looks like it's going to be good.
Right.
Try to manage your career and your success at the same time. Keep your head on straight. He was just a real nice guy.
And I think you've managed to do that, don't you think?
I don't know.
No, I think you have.
I've tried very hard.
Yeah. How's the family? Good?
Good. I want to say that I never pinched Kirsty.
You never did? No.
She's very funny. But she liked playing, we played these role games where I was like that mad husband. What'd you say to him? What'd you say to him? So you talk to the guy in there. And we used to like doing that because we had to entertain ourselves quite a bit.
Right.
But I was never mean to her.
No.
She was kidding.
Yeah, it was comedy.
But the only way to get her from stop shooting that gas in your face.
I know. Did she do that on the set?
Yes.
She did.
I prefer an exhaust pipe. That's what I like, is you get an old Buick.
Sure. Yeah, that's good for the skin.
Good for the skin.
I never knew that.
You sleep well.
Yeah, important.
Yeah.
The show is continuing to do well. You know, any idea when you started this would be this mega hit? No way.
Well, it's almost like when I first saw Toy Story, we did the movie Toy Story, and they asked me when we did the first run of it, and I said, I think it's going to be a big hit. None of them believed that the people would buy this. It was so clear. I mean, the animation was so different.
Right.
I said, I don't care, the story was great. And the same thing with Home Improvement. When I first did the first pilot, I said, this is a very different showcase.
Right.
It's a guy's guy who is not politically correct. You knew Archie Bunker. Right. He's not a bad man. It's just he's set in his man's ways. He doesn't really want to be a sensitive guy. And I said, for that point of view, it's always been my point of view, because I grew up with mostly...
Well, and I thought it was so great how you were able to take your stand-up act and so effectively translate it into a sitcom. It's so hard for so many comics to get the right vehicle like that.
Well, with this show we're doing on Thanksgiving, which shows tomorrow night with Rodney, I started out with Rodney. Rodney gave me my break here in New York City.
Really?
And he's really been an old friend of mine, but he said, he's very strange to have a TV show, because he came out to big applause, and he goes, and he's supposed to do his line. So he goes, well, wait till the audience dies down a little bit. Well, see, Rodney, actually in the scene, there would be no audience in the scene. There is.
We wouldn't.
Oh, I tell you what, I got to wait for the audience. Got to wait my time. And he said the toughest thing was the curtain call. It almost killed me. Wait for the 20 minutes. What was that all about? But he said, don't you miss the love affair with the audience?
Right.
And, well, you've done, do you miss it?
I do, some ways.
I miss it terribly. I mean, all of a sudden, there is a relationship between a live audience and the comic that I do miss it. I've sold most of my jokes to the show. That's my act.
Do you ever go do, like, Night at the Improv? Or
yeah, it was embarrassing.
You do? Sometimes? No, because it's
I
like...
end up sitting there, I got one joke, and then the person goes, oh, what's up? Any questions about the TV show?
I know. It's hard because you have to be in shape. It's like boxing.
Exactly.
You get out of shape, you get back in there. It's...
Being in shape, that's the best way to put it. I'm out of shape.
Me too.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Okay,
hey, you got a great new movie. We're going to talk about it and show a clip after this, so don't go away. It opens on December 12th for Richard Orpora. We'll be right back. Tim Allen in for Richard Orpora. That opens up on December 12th. It's a very funny movie. Did you have a good time working with Kirsty? Honestly, had a good time?
I almost wanted to say, because I wish Pat Richardson could do everything with me, because I just love working with her. And Pat and Kirsty are like evil twins.
Really?
Pat probably wouldn't, she wouldn't, Kirsty would do anything. Sit in mud and do her lines and never complain about anything. I've got the wetsuit on.
Right.
And she goes, do you have a wetsuit underneath that? You do, don't you? She's in this gown, and I go, well, don't you have a wetsuit on? She goes, no, why do we need a wetsuit? Well, all the leeches and whatever's in this water. She didn't care. Pat would push you in the mud. She wouldn't go in.
Right.
Kirsty's just big and brassy. I love being around this woman.
She's very funny. The two of you together are very, very funny.
Well,
really.
we had tremendous moments on this thing. Most of which I can't mention because she's a little bawdy.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't. I'm a little reluctant to. I have trouble kissing Patricia sometimes.
Right.
Because it's not my wife. She plays my wife, obviously. But Kirsty, I kept asking her, I said, could we just kiss a little bit prior to the scene? She goes, and she go, ooh. But she's kidding with me. She goes, no, I won't do that, because she's dating a man now. She goes, no, I couldn't do it. I said, I'm not talking about tongues or anything, but I just need to touch your lips against my lips so I know it's not a spark or something's not gonna happen.
Sure.
She goes, no, I don't kiss unless the cameras are rolling. So the first time we did this long scene, and it was, and she said, look at my nose, look at my nose, look at my nose, and you get there's this whole thing, and I got nervous. We kissed, it was all right, but as soon as I stopped, the minute he goes, cut, I go, and I continued this every time we kissed.
Oh.
Every time I go, oh.
Did she enjoy it? Or
I got her to pee in her pants, whatever they are.
Yeah. You got to use Depends. It's a very good product.
It's good for me.
I have to tell you, for me it works. The thing is, there was a nude scene that was cut out because I heard you were training because you were going to be a nudie patootie in this.
Yeah.
What happened? They cut it out?
Well, the original script was a little bit more. The Amish people. Well, it's a long story, but there was a much bigger sex scene.
Right.
Kirsty wasn't as comfortable with taking her clothes off. I had worked with this trainer and everything, which leads to another very stupid story. This trainer had me eating more vegetable roughage than I'm used to. Because I'm pretty much a meat and potatoes guy.
Right.
And the one thing about having gastrointestinal problems, you can't be in a better place than a farm. Because it's always the animal's fault. And there were so many times that real close-up camera, and right in the middle of a barn, and there's horses and cows, and guys, and action, and all the guys are going, oh. God, I hate this farm. God, these animals. And I swear if those animals could have talked, they'd go, no.
It was him.
It was him.
It was the big movie star.
No, but we decided it didn't want to go that direction. Kirsty really was uncomfortable, as I was. It wasn't for us.
And my friend Megan Cavanaugh is in it, and she's very funny.
Yes, she's extremely funny. Oh,
she was in League of Their Own.
Yes. Oh, God, we had so much fun with her because we turn on disco music really loud in the set, and they're all in Amish gear.
Right.
And also they all go into this, this rent thing, But to see Amish people dancing really well,
right.
It was hysterical. You won't see a lot of that because they have to actually act Amish in this. But she was fabulous.
Well, it's a great movie. It really is. It's a lot of fun. Congratulations to you. Lovely to see you.
Thanks.
Give my best to your wife and daughter.
I will do that.
Tim Allen, you should watch the movie because it's funny. It's December 12th for Richard Orpora. Also, watch his sitcom, would you? People's Court up next.